Heard that, didn't you? Hello and welcome. I'm back. I know it's same day stream, but I was up here trying to get that webcam to function the way it's supposed to, and the webcam was just kind of mocking me. So I was like, forget this. I'm just gonna
My sister had this dream.
have some fun.
A bad dream. And the whole world was dreaming with her.
Dylan?
She'd convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her eyelids to make her see.
Wow. What a brother.
To save her.
I thought there was something behind me. Looks like we want to go here. This is definitely creepy, 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 creepy. Creepy, creepy, creep. So I can't use my other powers, the stompy one, to ground slam, that's what it's called. I was trying to use ground slam to move quicker. Oh, there it is. So now I can do ground slam, but I couldn't do it a second ago. It's the projector.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know,
Okay.
because that's how it was for me.
That is some visual. Every fur necessitates consumption. Whatever you say. Oh. Okay. Oh, I can't see my chat. Hold on. Memento. Okay, now I should be able to see the chat. Yeah, I got my windows in the right order. Okay. All right. You know, they're kind of scary. They got level 30 over their head. But I guess the my benefactors have powered me up too. Girl, get with the throwing stuff program. It is nice to have this like God mode feeling kind of going on. Hold on. Must be a token. Am I supposed to just keep going, or what? That was a little suboptimal. Now that we've had the battle here, the next terrain's rising. This is freaky looking. I hope the picture's coming through on the stream nicely. As we battle across the psychic plane. Explodey guy. Alright, here's the next set of terrain. This is really cool. No other way to put it. Multi-launch, baby. Go away, buddy. How close to the end of the game am I? Deputy Agent, whoever, is now toast. Man, unlike those one missions that we did, which were crazy like this. This is giving me a pretty good opportunity to show off my skills, you know? Where is it? There's something out there and I don't see it. I thought it was going to be one of the invisible dudes. Alright, we'll just levitate over here. levitate up over here, and there's the brother. Alright, so what's the next step? We cleanse him? Now what?
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
Is this the end of the game? I got a million side missions I needed to do. I guess this really is the end of the game. Well, okay then. What is A9S? Hold on. Sorry, you guys didn't see that, but I got a pop-up in the corner of my screen that said setting up A9S, and I have no idea what that is. Don't tell me the game is hacking. Device is ready. What is this? Hold on. Sorry. I have no idea. Anyway, let's get back to the credits here. Did we somehow skip the credits? We skipped the credits. But we're still listening to them, so that's kind of cool. I mean, neither do I, because we should be... So does the game ever actually end, or do you just, like, keep grinding stuff out? You know, I was actually looking forward to watching the credits until that pop-up happened, and now we've short-circuited them, and we're stuck listening to the credit music without observing them. What if there's like a cool after-credits scene that we're supposed to be watching? Is there some way I can go back? Probably not. Oh, game, you're brutal. Honestly, if that was the end of the game, that was kind of wimpy. Achievement unlocked. Take control. What is that for? Complete mission 10. Okay. Sorry for the sniffle. What's so hidden about this? I actually need to use that in combat, like, for once at some point. Yep, we definitely still got the hiss chanting in here. That's not so good. That was fun. Sorry. I'll try not to destroy my own property. Anybody else in here? Eat boxes, baby. How long is the theme music here? Oh, bro, you didn't want to do that. I told him he didn't want to do that, and then I exploded that in his face. And he really didn't want to do that afterwards, you know? But it was too late. Just too late. This music is going hog, baby. Bro, there we go. Guess we can't go that way. That's been like taunting me since the start of the game. Do we know how to wreck a place or what? The answer is yes, we know how to wreck a place. Well, I think survived is maybe a little too generous because he's in a coma. You know, the director suit looks good on her.
When was the review process? Why weren't we consulted?
Calm down. It's pretty clear she earned it.
Besides, I'm the director. We won. I thought there was more. There was like one final section, and that was the game, I think. So I'm in charge, and I've cured my brother, and I think we're done because that was like the end credit music playing.
Northmore? Didn't list any dated death. You know anything about that?
Could be an error. The record staff process a lot of data. Maybe it just slipped through.
Yeah, maybe. I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. And if we could just flush out the stragglers.
Let's get the chat here.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau, fuck it, the entire fucking world, without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. What are your thoughts on me serving as
I'm in
director?
charge, baby.
I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, man. I mean, fuck, shit. Phaeton. Sorry.
Language.
I'll get it one day. So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Everybody does their part, Arish.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Well, Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever going to end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
Well, thank Christ for that.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on
Must be a setup for the
Did
DLC,
you ask where she was
which I
going?
don't own.
something. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up.
Okay. Maybe I'll go buy the DLC. How much do they
See
cost?
you later.
You know where I'll be.
I want to talk to Pope, and then I guess we'll call this a video for YouTube. Is she in the boardroom? I went to fly in there, and the game was all like, you can't.
I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Darling's office. I'd have to dig through the archives for the rest, but I'm not going through the Panopticon. Not with the altered items loose.
Then go see if any ranger squads are available for a file retrieval mission.
You know, I could probably help with the altered item problem.
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the Hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any Hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Also, hey, Butcher Basil, I don't know if I actually said
Eliminating
hi.
them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the Hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great.
Hey!
Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Wait, that's it? There's no more conversation here? Come on, we gotta have, like, more dialogue.
Do you remember
Really
Mr.
wrap this up.
Tomasi, the head of communications? The Hiss he was changed into showed up in Containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the Hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different Hiss corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing. How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I am still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
Hey, there's at least 3 other scientists.
Past, Emily.
The 2 complainers outside, and then the one that's down there studying the fungus.
We'll be better than they ever were.
So, you know.
We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon.
Oh,
here.
thanks. Hallucinations.
Considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
Ah!
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any Hiss activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the Hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that.
Okay. Oh, HRA failure?
So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the Hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the Hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the Hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
Me.
Me.
The director. Hey, I said it first. Oh, I'm too good.
Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
All right, one more. The board. Let's learn about them. The
I
board.
found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into
Oh, we got a mission?
Maybe it is.
Nope, we didn't get a mission. Maybe that's in the
that.
DLC.
Oh, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Alright, I am gonna... Wait, what was that?
Sorry, ma'am. I do. Darling asked for
There was a pop-up here.
bestowed for future instructional videos.
Okay, that's weird. So, we did some great things here. We just beat the game before realizing we were about to beat the game, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go see how much the DLC costs real quick. And if you're on YouTube, thanks for joining me. We'll probably do some more stuff here because I got a few missions, so we'll probably wrap those up before we end the game. But if you're on YouTube, I hope to see you again next time. If you're here on Twitch, like Butcher Basil, awesome, hi. Stick around.